What's up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and we are still on the road in New York. It has been a hectic week, guys, but missed out on so many videos that I wanted to come and talk to you guys about. And this was one of them, the whole Shannon Sharpe scandal, because that's exactly what it was, in my opinion. And PAULPIERCE took to the internet to discuss his frustrations of the difference in favoritism of Shannon Sharpe versus PAULPIERCE's IG Live. Now, guys, we know that PAULPIERCE was high out of his mind on IG Live with a woman massaging him, seems to be in some type of swimsuit or lingerie. And this was a thing that got PAULPIERCE let go from ESPN. Now, as soon as Shannon Sharpe went IG Live, people were looking to see what ESPN was going to do. Now, ESPN did not do anything, guys. That's just what it is. ESPN was quick to let the Hall of Famer PAULPIERCE go. Phenomenal talent and an analyst. If you ask me, he was the saving breath to Fox Sports Undisputed after Shannon Sharpe left. He was the guy that came in towards the end that actually gave the show a little light. Now, this is what PAULPIERCE had to say. He can bang a woman on Instagram Live, but I can't have sort of clothed women with me while I'm on Instagram Live. Talk about favoritism, shaking my freaking head. And he seems to kind of be laughing about this, but there is a lot of truth in this. And there are going to be a lot of Shannon Sharpe fans. First of all, you guys know that I rarely talk about Shannon Sharpe unless it's something that, you know, he does that I concur with, like Caitlin Clark, in situations where he's actually standing up and taking a good stance, you know, on his takes. Other than that, I am not a Shannon Sharpe fan. If you ask me, I think that a lot of it was staged. I think that Shannon Sharpe did it to beat those rumor allegations. And I think that those rumors are true about Shannon Sharpe. I think that Shannon Sharpe, you know, lives a double life. And I know that that's hard for a lot of people to say, but I've often made videos talking about this with Shannon Sharpe because I just have certain insight to the truth. And the truth of the matter is Shannon Sharpe is very great at his NDAs and covering stuff up. But I don't want to make this about, you know, that part of Shannon Sharpe. I just want to let y'all know that I don't buy the Instagram Live. And a lot of people, trust me, guys, a lot of people do not believe that that was a coincidence or accidental, right? A lot of people know that Shannon Sharpe is just trying to erase, you know, the situation that people had speculations about. In fact, guys, just to further my beliefs, remember when Shaq and Shannon Sharpe got into a little spew over the MVP and, you know, Shaquille O'Neal saying that he didn't believe that Joker deserved the MVP and that Shea should have gotten it. Shannon Sharpe had a problem with that and he called Shaq out. Shaq then responded by saying, "You took me sticking up Shea as jealousy of Joker. Shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at." Now, I want to put emphasis on this, guys, because Shaq is connected to what, guys? Hollywood. The Los Angeles Lakers, huge connects, means that a lot of things go down in Hollywood dealing with entertainment, athletes, musicians, you name it. And Shaq straight up said it. He said, "Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at." And that's just Shaq pretty much saying like, hey, don't make me expose you. And you notice that Shannon Sharpe backed away. He did not say anything. You often see Jason Whitlock do the same thing. And guys, this is the suspect, Mr. Hollywood, aka Shannon Sharpe stylist, who previously dated a NFL safety a few years ago. You know, the same profession that Mr. Shannon Sharpe played, and it's just a little suspect, you know, that, right? So why is it that, you know, PAULPIERCE was let go from his role at ESPN on the jump with Rachel Nichols, Scottie Pippen, and Tracy McGrady, and, you know, Mr. Shay here was able to keep his role? Well, the answer is very simple. Shannon Sharpe is just a way bigger fish. He's a marlin in the analyst world, the personality world, media host world. He wears so many hats. He's put himself in a position like Stephen A. Smith. You notice ESPN used to kind of punk Stephen A. Smith out. I mean, they still make him work like a maniac. Don't get me wrong. But guys, they have created enough cachet where they know that they are the show. They are the ratings. And if one of their big fishes were to leave or depart that show, it would simply take a lot of rebuilding to get the viewership, the ratings, all of that back to where it is now currently. So that's the reason, in my opinion, that a guy like Paul Pierce, who lost his job and wasn't doing anything. I mean, goodness gracious, the stuff that was coming out of this dude Shannon Sharpe, which is suspect to me. His whole image, to me, it's all Hollywood. I mean, you see him go out of his way to try to prove that he is not part of that community, and that just makes people speculate even more, especially myself. Like, hey, I mean, like, if you really weren't like that, then you really wouldn't care that much. Shannon Sharpe has gotten into multiple beefs with comedians, anybody that goes near that subject, right? And he tends to be a guy that acts like he brushes everything off and like it doesn't matter. But this must have been quite serious for him to go on Instagram Live and do what he did a few days ago. Now, to the Instagram Live, how does that happen? How do you literally, what do you throw your phone and your phone touch something, then it touch something else, then it touch something else, and then it goes live? Like, come on, make it make sense. I mean, you don't find too many men, especially men, with their phones just unlocked. I mean, like, I've never seen that unless the guy was married already and they had nothing to hide from one another. But Paul Pierce makes valid points on, Shannon Sharpe being able to retain his job. And not only that, guys, he made fun of it. He, cracked jokes about it, tried to, pretty much get more money off of it with an endorsement of some type of, stimulating liquid, or pill, whatever it was, for a male enhancement, pretty much. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Does Paul Pierce make valid points on the criticism amongst him and Shannon Sharpe? And how do you guys really feel about the sex tape being leaked? Let me know in the comment section like you often do, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.